Good afternoon, good evening, good morning. Jason here at Signature Esports, and a pleasure it is to have you here live and in charge for the NASCAR East Coast Racing League. The NECRL is stepping it up. They're going to be, speaking of stepping up, they're going to be Texas two-stepping here. Texas Motor Speedway for 117 laps, 175 miles on the ticker. And it is going to be a fun race. Texas, an awesome racetrack. We watched Charlotte go really well last week. This week, we're looking to see the same thing out of Texas. Texas is an old-fashioned mile and a half, what they consider that cookie-cutter style racetrack, but definitely going to be some hard racing, that's for darn sure. Inside line is going to be the preferred line. 5 sets of tires, 70% fuel. The fuel strategy somewhere around the 35 to 40 mark. We'll see what they're going to be able to hold on to here for the drivers. Here's your race information. 1.46 miles in length, just about a mile and a half on the high side. They are going to run 117 laps. They don't have an unlimited set of tires. Let me back that out of there. That's not right. 2 attempts at a green-white checkered for the drivers. 1 fast repair. 5 sets of tires in the field. And it's gonna be a ton of fun. 76 degrees for the nighttime track temperature, 74 in the air temperature, 30% on the humidity scale. Skies are going to be clear, so the heat on the track might disperse just a little bit over the course of the racetrack and the racing surface. It'll be a ton of fun. They're going to have a few more minutes to kind of work their magic and get things ready to go. Who is going to finish second because Cogdell is on a hot streak? He is on a hot streak. He is, absolutely. Nate's Nate. But I don't know. I mean, Mark's on the pole right now. Mark Beverly. So I don't know. We'll see. We'll see what these drivers are going to be able to do. Nate just has to conserve his tires. I think that's the big key here, and fuel strategy it'll play a factor. That's I'm assuming it'll play a factor, barring anything hard or catastrophic. We'll see how it goes, but it's gonna be insane. It's gonna be fun. I'm looking forward to it. We do like our Tuesday night racing here on Signature Esports, and it's gonna be awesome. All right. Speaking of racing, coming up, new series coming up here on Thursday. Let's jump over to that. Well, clearly I can't jump over to that. Something's going on with the video over there. So let's go back here. Video's not working right now. Not quite sure. Here we go. Wheels America Cup Series will be here Thursday. You know, it's first day back this week. Might as well have one technical difficulty. It's all good. Wheels America Cup Series will be here Thursday. And about the same time, same bad channel. They're going to be running the Daytona 250. And got an awesome sponsor. If you have not checked out Wheels America, you need to go to wheelsamerica.com and look at those fine rims and tires they have over there. You can order pretty much across the globe, and they'll ship it directly to you. Absolutely killer. And I'm looking forward to seeing what that next gen series is going to be having to offer. We're still saying next gen series like it isn't the current gen now. So yeah, it's the new thing. NASCAR Cup Series action. That's what it's going to be. So they've got some good teams over there. They're pretty darn close to being full on the series. So we'll see how that rolls. They're going to be 200. And they've got stage racing over there too. So that's something we've done in the past, and it's going to be exciting to see what they're going to be doing this time as well. So can Thursday get here already? Kind of where I'm looking at. Yeah, no, it's going to be fun. But tonight, Texas is going to be fun. They're going to lock it in, and they're going to have some Texas racing. Man, Texas Motor Speedway is a great racetrack. Here's your starting grid. Mark Beverly is going to be your pole sitter here. Jared McCauley is going to be the outside pole sitter. Nate Cogdell is going to be their third. Right behind Mark Beverly Nick Lawrence in the 18 is going to make up the outside row number 2. Pat Baldwin and Roger Strickland will make up row number 3. Joey Allen, Brett Summers in the mix. Let's see. Scott Black, Jeremy Talley, that'll make up row number 5. Haas Beverly in the 22 will have Mike Kinsley in the number 17. Kinsley's had a good showing over the last couple of weeks as well. Let's see. John Cialino in the number 33 is going to have Tyler Thurmond in the 24. Tyler Beverly Raj is going to be out there, the number 67. Shane Shepard, Mark Cadmore ready to rock and roll. Bill, good to see you. I think it's going to be a good race. Good to see you out there in the chat, brother. Good to see you. At number 13, driving the Lowe's Bronco kind of mixture paint scheme there. Kind of liking it. It's going to be good. It's going to be fun. We're going to have some good old-fashioned, what they call it, a slobber knocker. I think that's what I'm looking at. Pace cars got them on pit road. They're waiting for everybody to load in here. They get about 2 minutes to do that. So as they make their final adjustments here, I want to look up some track stats for Texas Motor Speedway. I think that might be a good feed here. Let us get some information on the old Texas. Let's take a look. History of the Speedway. It's located in the northmost portion of Fort Worth, in a portion called Denton County, Texas. The reconfigured track measures 1.44 miles with 20-degree banking in turn 1 and 2 and 24 degrees in 3 and 4. It is a quad oval design, and for those who know what quad oval is, that means that you're going to get your 4 turns, and then on the front stretch, it's got the 2 banks that go into that flat area where the start-finish line is. Makes it a quad oval. And let's see. It's very similar to Atlanta Motor Speedway, Charlotte Motor Speedway, and the track is owned by Speedway Motorsports Incorporated. Man, oh man. Ryan Vickers has the track record at Texas Motor Speedway, 2004, 2005, 2006, 196 miles an hour. And the Dickies 500 qualifying. It used to be considered one of the fastest non-restrictor plate tracks on the NASCAR circuit, with qualifying speeds in excess of 192 miles an hour. That's fast. That's absolutely crazy fast. And I'm looking forward to seeing him. Friday night race. Yes. Yep. You grew out just outside Vietnam. Nice, Bill. Very awesome. Fayetteville, North Carolina. Yeah, I was stationed at Fort Bragg for 7 of my 9 years, not including deployments. Deployments, we were all over the place. Kyle McCauley says, "Get him, bozo." Pace car's going to be off, and Texas is about to heat up. Red the Marty flag, went high on the O'Reilly stick. Gives them the green flag. We're going racing. Nate Cogdell already dropping low. So it's you know what? I wouldn't have traded Fayetteville for anything. Fayetteville is it was a great place to start my career, and nothing wrong with Fort Bragg. I enjoyed being airborne. That's for sure. All right, Mark Beverly has a great start there. Cogdell picks up third pretty easily here. Jared McCauley trying to pull that third spot, second fastest in qualifying, but only by about a 100th of a second, and so that's not too much in consideration of what they're doing. Nick Lawrence in the 18 picks up fourth. He's right where he started. Roger Strickland holding on to that midline. He's going to run the front tri-oval area. That's what I'm talking about in the tri-oval. Flattens out, then angles in, comes into the drop-in. Turn 1 is exactly that. It is a drop into the turn, and the lower that you can hold it, the more it is. Fastest lap of the race ran so far by Jared McCauley, 30.22. But right now, Mark Beverly trying to hold on to that lead. He's got a whole lot of company. 13, 00, hooking the line onto the front stretch, turn 4. You can run different grooves here, but you know the preferred line to make a pass here is going to be down low, and it does look like the 44 is going to try to stretch that nose of that truck. Jared McCauley there, almost side by side with the 00 of Nate Cogdell right there. 13, 00, 44, 00 trying to run the high line here. A little bit free for him. You saw him get a little bit squirrely there. Didn't slow him down any. As now he's going to try to keep that nose right there. Mark Beverly inside line. Cogdell slides up the racetrack. He's going to have a run here to the bottom. Going to see the 44 try to hold on here. 00 is going to make that run to the bottom here. As now the battle for the lead rages on. 13 up high. Nate Cogdell bounces it off the bottom. Cannot Jared McCauley here. 13-44 side by side for second. Nate Cogdell out front. But for how long? Because he had to do a lot there to try to move that truck around. 6 of 117. And the draft super important. Let's go through your field here. James Shepard not in the mix. Tyler Beverly in the 45, bringing up the tail end of the field. Raj in the number 67, trying to hold on to 17th. He is right where he started. Sorry, he's in 16th. John Cialino trying to move a lane or two up as well on the course of this racetrack. Scott Black, somebody up into the wall. 17, Mike Kinsley right there. It does look like Raj will stay on the bottom of the racetrack here. He went in and out of pit lane. Let's take a look here. The 86 and Mark Cadmore. And he kind of slid into each other. Raj comes around and parks it right there. So he'll have to come to pit road and take care of that. Mark Cadmore, tail end of the field. 45, Tyler Beverly picks up 15. Cialino and 14. Mike Kinsley and Haas Beverly trying to battle here. 22, 17 side by side. There's the 33 of John Cialino there. Scott Black and the number 8 Machine. Ford trying to be fast here. This little Ford pack you could throw a blanket over. Joey Allen in the 23 having a better week this week. Last week he had some VR issues, and so it looks like that's all repaired and fixed. So he's enjoying his day. Tyler Thurmond up 5 as the number 24 tries to roll a little bit forward in that Buc-ee's number 24. That Chevy looking pretty darn fantastic. Carly, how are you doing out there, dear? Roger Strickland into the number 1 Machine. He's off 2. He's trying to track down Pat Baldwin. He is off 2 as well in 7. Jeremy Talley up 4 as the number 2 truck. 1.3 seconds the difference between he and the race leader. Top 5 for Brett Summers so far as Nick Lawrence, the number 18. Holds the Skittles Toyota right where he needs to be, I think, at the moment. Side by side for the lead is Cogdell and McCauley, but Mark Beverly back to third here as the pole sitter tries to find more speed here across the front stretch. Hard not to be competitive. 44 takes the lead here at Texas. He drops it into the corner, 00, trying to hold on to what he has. There's we do have a 17 tonight. Mike involved in something a little bit earlier, so he's just trying to rebound and get himself back up in the mix. Not doing too bad. 44, 00, 18, 13, 7. It's your top 5. 11 of 17. Talked about the racing surface here between 30 and 40 laps on the green flag pit cycle. We'll see how it goes. Mark Beverly falls back to 4th here. And I wonder if he's just trying to pace himself. 18 of Nick Lawrence. First Toyota in the field. First Ford in the field is going to be Pat Baldwin in the number 69 here. Just partial to the 17. You can be partial to any driver you want. They like having fans. I promise. McCauley stretching his legs here. Right now, 18 of Nick Lawrence trying to drop to the inside of the 00. Cogdell always a threat to win a race. He's been super fast over the last several weeks, not just here at the NECRL, but we've watched him race in other series. And that consistency is there. Double lot, trying to utilize the high line. 18 trying to clear here, not really working to his advantage. Part of what's going on with the 18 is that he's not able to take a natural line into the track, and so right now he's hard driving the tires. And being that he's side by side, 13 trying to rush that back corner there. 18, you can see exactly how much ground he lost, and not playing a big factor here, or it's kind of playing a big factor here. And we'll take a look at Mark Beverly here inside the cockpit of the number 13 as he gets the run off the corner. You want to spend less and less time on as little time on the inside of the trucks as possible. See, Beverly drops down to the white line right there. That's exactly what I see. And the more the 13 stays to the inside as well, the harder it is for him to try to catch that those front two. And it looks like he's going to clear here. He is. 18 clears. Nick Lawrence tries to drive back to the inside. Here's Nick Lawrence. Going to get to the inside of the 13. He's going to use those tires up. He's down on that bottom lane. And was able to drive a little bit more cleanly. 7 of Brett Summers giving a little let's go to the 13. High line for the 13. 18 trying to clear here. Will do that, but the 13 will be right back on the rear bumper of the 18. Nick Lawrence not able to hold the bottom line down. 7 of Brett Summers. The more that they battle, the more that Jared McCauley and Nate Cogdell go, all right, we're good. We'll run. Nate's last time about a 10th short. 13 into 7 making the pass on the 18. And they are rolling. 7 still trying to clear. 18 still trying to utilize a different line. 13 needs a little bit more here as they close down or try to close down some of that distance. Nate Cogdell, look at the last 5 lap times right there. Beverly not as fast. He's losing ground to Nate Cogdell as Nate tries to pull a little bit of that distance back to the 44. 15 and 18 better for Cogdell. 16 and 17 better for McCauley there. 44 holding on. Got a good little lead for him. Cadmore 5. Thurmond up 8. But Summers up 4. They are absolutely. Beverly 1.7 seconds, the difference between he and Jared McCauley. I thought this would have been the racetrack for the 13. There's still a lot to learn over the course of the race, and we're 20 laps into the 117 laps to be completed, and there's still some figuring to do. I think the pit cycle will play a big factor on who comes in, who doesn't come in. Cogdell loses some ground there. I think the 44 stretches up just a little bit there. Out of the gas, you saw him get wide out of the corner that pushed up the racetrack there. 44 drops into 3 and 4, trying to hug that bottom line as much as possible. Cogdell, closest he's been in about 5 laps. The 44 trying to roll. Here's a look into the corner. Carly bouncing around, and she was on Facebook. Now she's on YouTube. To do it. Thank you very much, Carly. I appreciate you. McCauley's like full throttle. He only lifted in 1 and 2. Let's see. He did lifts in 1. Carries it all the way out. Puts it right next to the wall. Good drive off for him there. And then in 3 and 4, kind of makes me wonder if he doesn't lift at all. 3 and 4, full throttle. 23 laps in for McCauley. Nate Cogdell, 3/4 of a second. Mark Beverly, 2 1/3 back, 2 1/4 back. Out of the throttle. Back into the corner here. He's going to back up your corner. What I mean by back up your corner is you're pushing your truck all the way high and then out of the throttle into the corner. Good to see you on Twitch now. So Beverly running the race line the best way that he can. Good drive. Still little lines. They're trying to hold on 2 1/4 second. McCauley just a little bit better. He's just into the throttle a little bit sooner than everybody else. And he's going to be able to hug that line. 25 of 117. Time to hydrate. Appreciate you. '86 and Mark Cadmore. Something that you don't want to do here is, as you saw that happens, it really scrubs the tire hard, as you don't want to get your left sides below that white line right there. 86 drops into the corner here, does a really good job of finding speed on the lane, kind of drifting high on the racetrack there a little bit, gets a little bit, if you see, he kind of wavers there, that usually a sign that he's free. He's going to drop into the corner, get right to the back bumper of the 22, kind of feathers out of the corner. 22 should be full throttle. Cadmore is full throttle, able to make that work. This is the 86, battle for 11, trying to close some distance down. Out of the throttle, way out of the throttle, trying to keep himself off the wall. Good drive for the 22. In front of the 86. He's snuggling. If you do things, does it change? I don't know what you did. I don't know what you did. Jared McCauley, 1 1/4 seconds. It is the day. 0013, 7, 18. Brett Summers and Nick Lawrence still battling it out here. Brett Summers just trying to have his lane. He wants to have his lane. 18, trying to push up on the 7 here. Out of the throttle they both go. It doesn't do things. We'll have to have a little, what can I do on Twitch scenario with you. 18, into the corner. Both of these drivers are losing a ton of ground. The more that they fight here, 4.6 seconds. 18 dropping in. They're not catching anything here. Mark Beverly in third, 3.3 seconds. And Mark can just kind of relax. He can just figure out and drive his line here. Because the two behind him, the more that they fight, the less ground he's going to give up to them. 3.4, 3.5 seconds. Nate Cogdell, 1.8 seconds back. Mark Beverly trying to hold on. Mark Beverly into pit road, 30 laps in. Or on lap 31, so this will be his 30th lap. McCauley coming around, 17 of Kinsley went to pit road, so he's got some fresh tires. And he's making it work. Mark Beverly, Brett Summers into pit road, getting into the pit stalls. Green flag pit stops happening already. If you want to mess with it, I don't know what you changed. I don't know if I should be scared. You know, Nick Lawrence in third now. Tyler Thurman up to fourth now at 10 spots. Tyler's been one of the faster trucks on the racetrack. He's been most consistent as well. So bear in mind the 24 up 10 might see some changes here. Theolino just as fast as well. He is in 10th. We'll see what's going to happen as these drivers start to progress forward. 45 of Tyler Beverly try to get around the 69. Right side damage for the 45. But if they mess up, it only messes with monetization. 44 looking like he's going to come to pit road. Cogdell went ahead and came to pit road as well. Nick Lawrence trying to scrape it down. He in the 44 getting to pit road. Tyler Thurman coming in. Scott Black might lead here. I think he's going to. Yeah, he is going to come around and lead. So there is the number 8 truck. Matt Baldwin looking like he is going to come to pit road. Jeremy Talley in the number 2. Came to pit road on 16, so he's got some laps to flirt with. Scott Black, your race leader. Trying to have as many laps as possible. Trying to make it as long as he can, because it'll put him back on pit road on lap 68 if he does 34 laps just the same. Jeremy Talley, your race leader. Mark Beverly, half second off the pace of him. Mark just ran the fastest lap of the race, 30.19, and he's gonna go right to the inside of Mark right here. Scott Black is on pit road. He's in his pit stall. Mark Beverly gets around the number 2 truck, and the 13 leads here. Man. So if he splits it up and continues to run, what kind of line is he going to be able to carry? Jeremy Talley in second, not to be passed by the number 7 truck. Side by side, the 2 and the 7. Clean little race they have going on so far. Nate Cogdell trying to outstretch his hands just a little bit more here. He came in 2 laps later than Mark Beverly, so he's got a little bit of fresh cooking going on. Nate Cogdell 30.55 on the race line there, 30.45 for the race leader. Brett Summers 30.38. Trying to flirt with going a little bit faster here. Jared McCauley fastest last time by 30.37. Roger Strickland just came across the line, 30.32. And he's in 8th. 10.5 seconds, the difference. Trying to move it. Everybody's on a different strategy. Jeremy Talley, one of those drivers that is trying to find a little extra groove here. Good fun, good run. 13 out front. About some static cams. Tell you what. Jeremy Talley falling back a few spots here, and that's just due to the inclination of the race. Came in on lap 16. He should be looking at a pit cycle here very soon. Mark Beverly, 1.1 seconds out front over Brett Summers. Nate Cogdell in 3rd, but he is quickly being caught by the 44. Jared McCauley might be the driver to beat here when it comes to Texas. 3/4 of a second, flirted down to 0.6 of a second. Nick Lawrence in 5th here. Nick trying to change the luck of the drive line here. Nighttime is a great time for Texas. This race is becoming pretty pedestrian. It's not a bad thing. Let's see who wins based off of fuel strategy here. 13 trying to break up a little bit of that line there. You can catch some of these drivers on Friday night as well. The Asphalt Outlaw Series. It's an iRacing series here for Friday night racing. Not to be confused with those other guys. They got in the chat last week or week before and like, oh, it was cool. Where'd you get the name from? And I'm like, I don't even have a clue where they got the name from. I don't know why they chose it, but they did, and it was kind of cool. And then we had Stop Some Toxic stuff. It was crazy. But I did check out their stuff. They have an Xbox League for NASCAR Heat, so super awesome to see sim racing on a whole slew of different platforms here. iRacing, of course, my preferred platform for sim racing. It's just one of those. It's one of those things I've kind of just gotten used to what these drivers are able to bring and what they're able to do, and they've really done the gaming platform some justice here. 44 trying to make the pass nice and easy on the 00. Don't want to give up any of that time by being on the bottom side of that race line. 44 out of the throttle, makes it work. He's a lap fresher tires than the 00. I think he was going to catch him anyway if they were on the same. Just his drive line is just a little bit better than the 00. But Nate'll get in and he usually figures those things out. Tyler Thurman, though, that's the driver that I'm looking at here. At one point, he was 11 seconds back. Now he's about 9 seconds. As Beverly has that clean air and not really any lap traffic in front of him. He's flirting with that 9-second mark, and it has been, especially as soon as he gets on the backstretch. Woo, 2 of tally, a little bit free back here. 45 of 117, and it's been good. Better get old-fashioned, what I call a Texas two-step. That's iRacing for you. Man, oh man. Oh, Nilly. All right, Roger. Driving the 1. Roger just trying to find any kind of speed here, any kind of ground to be made. 11.5 seconds back and kind of gaining here. Brett Summers closes a little bit and then finds himself losing a little bit. Here's the 86 in front of the race leader. There's the 13 of Mark Beverly. Closing down the bottom lane. 86 gives up the bottom. He holds on. He's got some right side damage. You see the scrapes right there. They didn't even really short pit. There's only two lap difference. They came in on lap 30. Mark Beverly came in on 30. McCauley came in on 33. Nate Cogdell came in on 32. So they're not really that far off. The driver that stayed out the longest is Scott Black, and his lap times are a little bit faster than the race leaders. But Tyler Thurmond, Nick Lawrence, and Nate Cogdell, those are the drivers that are all holding on. Mark Beverly lost a little bit of time there getting around some of that lap traffic, so his last lap was about 4/10 of a lap slower than the drivers behind him. But Brett Summers having the same thing. McCauley is the driver here. This one around the number 7 machine. Jared McCauley is just a little bit faster. That's what he's doing. 31:09 for him. Nate Cogdell, 31:18, trying to do just the same thing, get himself up to Brett Summers to take over third here. Mark Beverly, 51 laps in, looking at lap 60-ish. Try to make up that time. And right now the 44 just got those 3-lap fresher tires. Will give a little bit of an advantage, but I just think that the 44 had a driveline that was better early, and especially after about 20 laps, they're just kind of rolling. Mark Beverly might have been saving some stuff here. 31.38 for him. Jared McCauley, 31.13. Nate Cogdell, 31.47. He tries to get up into the mix. Nick Lawrence there as well. Tyler Thurman closing some time down here, about a second. The 24 is the fastest on the racetrack. Over everybody but Jared McCauley. The drivers that started 1-2 are back to being 1-2. 13 a little free off the corner there. McCauley's going to climb up high, drop in low. The full throttle around this racetrack, around the bottom line. 13 trying not to be free. 44 to the back quarter panel of the 13. 13 trying to defend position here. Into the bottom line, out of the throttle. 44 will have the better run here. You can see how the 44 lines up the truck. Has to get out of the throttle in order to avoid hitting the 13 there. You can hear the feather. Watch the drive line. 13 trying to control the pace, out of the throttle, steers it down, uses the throttle to help that truck turn. In his line, a little bit more patient. Will find his way here the best that he can. Watch the drive into the corner here. He's still full throttle. He's going to have that run right to the back quarter panel. Woo! Has to stay out of the 13. 13 lifts out of the corner there. In order to stay 13. They're both out of it. Look at that. 44. Patient line. It's going to pay off. He takes over at a 2. Mark Beverly will have to contend with some dirty air now. 44 now going to be able to run that natural line. He was just a little bit faster. 13 up high. Jared McCauley's last lap, 31.44. Beverly, 32 seconds. 31.93, or pretty close to it. Nick Lawrence getting around the 00 and trying to put a beat on the 7 here. Jared McCauley, 57 of 117, but 60 laps to go here. .13 drives to the high line. Summers is going to be under fire here. Now Cogdell, I thought Cogdell would have gotten by the 7 just based off of drive line and drive appearance here. But he hasn't done that. 18 trying to be smart here. Just the same kind of drive line over Summers. The 18 is pulled here that Jared McCauley did as well. So we'll see what's going to happen. There is Cogdell trying to get around. He's going to follow suit with the 18-7. He'll have the drive off the back quarter panel here. And they'll be under a blanket as well. 18-007. That's your top 5. Tyler Thurmond He was closing some of that distance now. Now 8 seconds the difference between he and McCauley, but he is closing down to some of the drivers in front of him. So we'll see how that's going to work for him. 1.2 seconds over Mark Beverly as Jared McCauley tries to hold on for another lap or two. 60 of 117. As the number 2 spot belongs to the pole sitter, and the number and that lead position belongs to the number 2 qualifying position. 23 of Joey Allen would be your lucky dog right now. He does have some right side. I'm feeling better. I still have some nose and sinus issues. It's the curse. When you use your voice to make a living, you tend to get hit hard whenever it comes to things that focus on your voice. No matter how many tricks I have up my sleeve to be able to make everything work, it just kind of throws some damage. But I do feel a little bit better. I'm broadcasting. That's just kind of the way it goes. All righty, Pat Baldwin. Still looking to try to keep himself off the out of the sights of the 44. Brett Summers coming to pit road. He's going to take his next green flag pit stop. Jared McCauley, Mark Beverly, Nick Lawrence. Now Mark will have to come in even if he stays out. He's going to have to come in a little bit sooner than the number 44. But he can stay out for as long as he needs to. Nick Lawrence in third. He figured some stuff out. I'm glad that Nick kind of settled in because he was a little bit 23. Trying to be all over the back bumper of the 13 there. Nick was a little aggressive early, trying to get spot. I think he's a better driver than that to try to be aggressive early. Just run your line, drive your line. These mile and a half tracks are all about drive line. Tyler Thurman coming to pit road. Jared McCauley leading over Nick Lawrence. They'll come to pit road pretty much together. Scott Black up to fifth now as pit cycles start to carry forward. Pat Baldwin in the number 69. Back on the lead lap. Joey Allen, Haas Beverly, all on pit road. A lot of drivers coming to pit road now. And right there, McCauley utilizing some of that that draft support from the fourth place truck. As, kind of the way it rolls. Nick Lawrence 2.7 seconds back, and he's actually closing on Jared McCauley. So that might be something McCauley might need to look at on his drive line. Nick Lawrence will lead here. 33 of Cialino in front of the 18. And that is another big factor here too. As you progress and run your line and run what you're doing over the course of 30 plus laps, you can find yourself having some issues on the way that your tires wear. 18 will come to pit road this time by Jared McCauley into his pit stop here. Pat Baldwin will come around and lead. Joey Allen will do the same thing. Joey Allen in third. McCauley looking to come off pit road here. Mark Beverly trying to find some extra pace. Jared McCauley leaving pit road here. Better pit stop for Jared McCauley. Because I do believe Beverly only has about 2.5 seconds on Jared McCauley as McCauley gets up to speed here out of 4. Mark Beverly came in on 63. McCauley came in on 65. So a lap difference, but McCauley had a better pit stop there. He spent less time on pit road. Tyler Thurman just ran the fastest lap of the race, 30.16 behind McCauley. And that's something to take in account here as well. Tyler Thurman spent the least amount of time on pit road. He spent just under 56 seconds on pit road. And That is all the way down. So about 45 to 50 seconds to come down pit lane. You spent about 14 and a half to 15 seconds in your pit box, and Tyler Thurman did all that and combined in less than 56 seconds. That's really pushing the boundaries. Mark Beverly just ran the fastest lap of the race, 30.15, trying to track down Brett Summers, who has about 3 seconds on him. Brett Summers came out on 61, and that's going to be the factor here, big factor. Brett Summers, your race leader. Nate Cogdell to third. 70 of 117. Jared McCauley in fourth. Tyler Thurman in fifth. Tyler is the driver that I'm McCauley 6.4 seconds, and that'll gain a little bit over time. We'll see how that works out for him. McCauley, I thought he had a better pit stop than that. He was within 2.5 seconds on his pit exit. Mark Beverly and Brett Summers just able to hold on. Summers is the driver that we're looking at here when it comes to where his line's going to finish, and everybody's starting to close down on him just a little bit. Nate Cogdell in third has about 3 seconds, 2.5 seconds to Jared McCauley. Tyler Thurman about 1.5 seconds off of McCauley. They might be trying to extend some things here. Local break, time to hydrate. Much love. Be right back. All righty, let's go through your field here. Raj out of the race. Does look like Mark Cadmore out of the race. Looks like Tyler Beverly just came to pit road, the 45, getting some stuff worked on. Kinsley in the 17. He's in 14th, a lap off the pace. Joey Allen a lap down as well, the number 23. Nick Lawrence in the number 18. He's a lap down. Something happened there. I think he might have gotten a speeding penalty because he had quite a long time on pit road. So if he was speeding it on pit road speed 45 miles an hour. So you're going from 176 miles an hour out of a corner on old tires, trying to brake and get on pit road, which is very, very, it's pretty much right there on the exit of 4. That right there can be tough. So it looks like he might have gotten a penalty there. Pat Baldwin in 11th off 6 from the start of the race. Scott Black trying to get back to 9th. He is also a lap down, be the first truck 1 lap down. Haas Beverly, 29 and some change, trying to flirt with the race leader, saying, "Hey, don't catch me yet. I wanna still be on the lead lap." John Cialino in 8th up 5. Jeremy Talley, the number 3. Sorry, the number 2. Up 3. He started 10th. He's in 7th. Roger Strickland back to 6th where he started. Tyler Thurman, the biggest mover of the race, up 9. Still trying to track down Jared McCauley, who has just been on a terror here, trying to close some of that time down to Brett Summers, 3.2 seconds in closing. Nate Cogdell finds himself 1.8 seconds back. He's about 0.8 of a second behind the number 13. Nate's lap times have changed. Wonder if he kicked it into a different gear. Mark Beverly trying to close down to Brett Summers. And they are right there. 78 of 117. Somebody's going to come in a little bit earlier to try to make it all the way to the end. We'll see if they split those times. But they came in on 61. And most of the drivers, if they come in on their regular scheduled pit stop, they'll have about 20 laps left, 20 to 25 laps, depending on what they do here. So we'll see who's going to come in and short pit and try to put themselves out front a little bit faster than everybody else. We'll see who's going to come in on the regular time. It's fuel mileage races are all about it. And so I'm a happy guy. I'm a happy guy. 79 becomes 80. Brett Summers has led this stint. Alrighty. Half second. McCauley has picked up the pace. He found himself back to third now. And Brett Summers had the right idea. Brett Summers came in two laps different. He's led, I don't know, that 2 laps seems to be the magic number to be able to hold on. And he's led all the way to 82 here. About 35 laps to go. He still needs he's going to need about 5 more laps to make it worth the time to come to pit road. I would suspect that drivers might come in around 90 to 92, 93. Maybe a little bit later than that, we'll see. Jared McCauley picking up the pace behind the 13. I think Mark Beverly might have saved some stuff here. Jared McCauley running the 3107, 2-lap pressure tires. So Brett Summers, your race leader, came in on 61. Mark Beverly came in on 63. Jared McCauley came in on 65. Nate Cogdell came in on 62. Tyler Thurman came in on 63. Thurman 5.5 seconds, the difference. Summers is trying to hold on. Midline, got Haas in front of him. If I were Mark Beverly, I've got a teammate not far in front of me. Roger Strickland, Tyler Beverly coming to pit road. I think Tyler's still been on pit road this entire time. Jeremy Talley to pit road. Haas right here in the 22 is teammate to the 13. If I were the 13, I'm reaching out going, hey, I need this guy slowed up behind me. 13 to the inside, 44 trying to get right there to the back bumper of the 13. 44 trying to hold on to the bottom line. He had a better line into that corner 7 of Summers. Able to hold on. 13 still there to the inside. 7's going to cross over. And don't count out Brett Summers. Brett Summers is he's still fast here. He's still got some of that time. 44 trying to hug that bottom line as much as possible. Now try to shove the 13 into the corner. This is only hindering that progressive movement going forward. 13 gives a good run right there. 13 is going to be a race leader, but for how long? The 44 right there to the inside, pinches up. 13 drops into the corner. Is going to be able to get out of the throttle. A little bit more natural line for the 13. 44 still making it work. Brett Summers back to third. Don't count him out just yet. 87 of 117. All three of these drivers should, I would assume that they're going to come to pit road together. 13, second lane. Able to go full throttle out. 44, oh, 7, free off the corner there. Hits the grass. Cogdell comes to pit road. 88 of 117. But Summers free off the corner there. Man. $13.44. If I were Jared McCauley, I would just patiently wait. 13.44 coming to pit road. Mark Beverly. Do you believe the 44 was is taking one from everybody else's point of view here? Mark Beverly trying to lead 31.61 his last lap. Cialino in fourth, Haas Beverly in fifth. Brett Summers comes to pit road. Jared McCauley in on pit road as well. McCauley looked like he was very close to speeding there when he came to pit road, so hopefully that's all good. 13. It's so weird when I say McCauley. I mean, it looks like Macaulay Culkin. Could be Macaulay. I know he told me. Hopefully I'm saying it right. Hopefully I'm not, it is one. Macaulay. All right. Very cool. Beverly Cialino is going to be coming around 27 seconds. 90 of 117. Not a single caution. It'll be 27 laps to go. Cialino's going to be your race leader. Haas Beverly in second. Mark leaving pit road. Nate Cogdell will coming around up to speed. Scott Black, Tyler Thurmond, Nick Lawrence back into pit road again. Brett Summers in seventh. What happened to Jared? He did get a speeding penalty. Jared McCauley, the 44, class of the field here. At a pit road speeding penalty, 55 seconds in his pit stall, which means he took a full pit stop. He just had to come in for a stop and go. So the 44 needs a caution. They're all pronounced the same. Cool. Haas Beverly, 63. Nate Cogdell came in on 87. Mark Beverly now has 26 laps to close down on the 00 here. Nate Cogdell out front. Cogdell having it. I'm saying it correctly. Okay, thank you. I hate being wrong. You guys know me in names. My last name is Followell. 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 That is my name. And it gets said about 90,000 different ways. So, bear that in mind. Tyler Thurmond to third here. Brett Summers just ran his fastest lap of the race. Actually, just ran the fastest lap of the race, 30.12. My name is weird to try and pronounce. I like my name. Try having my name and being in the Army. That was awful. It was fun, though. All righty. Nate Cogdell out front. Mark Beverly, 30.14. Last time by. Roger Strickland inside the top 5. 14 and a half seconds back. He's been able to hold on. Has done a really good job of having a top 5 night. Tyler Thurmond, biggest mover of the race in fourth, trying to get around Brett Summers. Whoa, Brett Summers. Mark Beverly closing the distance on the 00. 23 laps to go. Everybody pronounce. Oh, I can see that because they put a letter in there that's not in there. Carly it says, try having her name. Her name is spelled Carlie, and everybody used to put an H in her name and call her Charlie and not Carly. That's unique. Mark, I knew Mark was going to have a top 3 kind of night just based off of his driving. And now he's got an opportunity here. Man, oh man, but you're over it now? Yeah. Don't sweat the small stuff. Nate still trying to hold on. He's got some lap traffic in front of him. 2 drops to the bottom lane. There's somebody slow up top. Is that the 69? Does look like that's the 69 of Pat Baldwin. He's going to come to pit road. Gives up the lane, so he'll be a lap down. Jeremy Tolley out up there in the number 2. Strickland in 5th there. I tell you what, the race line is coming down to the wire. 20 laps to go, and it's all about what these top 3 are going to be able to do. Brett Summers in the mix as well. 3 seconds in closing to Nate Cogdell. Good fun, good run. Oh, dang, oh, dang. Seven in the 24 battling here. Tyler can get that 3rd. He was very close to the 7 here. Brett Summers came in on 88. He's got about a lap fresher tires than Tyler Thurman, but Tyler's been stuck in that draft, that dirty air right behind the 7 for a minute. Nate, 3/4 of a second, and trying to fall off here. Last lap for him, 30.7. The top 3 ran the same exact last lap time, 30.77 for all 3 drivers. Cogdell, Beverly, Summers, all 3 of them. Mark Beverly trying to bide some time, 18 laps to go. Mark has been the faster driver here. Nate has been trying to save. He's got Tally in front of him. Being a girl named I mean, nothing wrong with that name. And, yeah, some people, because our youngest daughter's name is Cody, and her name is spelled similar to yours, Codie. A little feminine approach to that, and she. It's unique to itself. She's named after my brother who passed away in 2012. It becomes a different standard for some folks. They look at her name and think automatically assume that she's a boy, and it happens at the doctor's office a lot. And the doctors she's been with the same doctor since she was born. Oh, 16 laps to go. It was 17, now 15. And Mark trying to get some kind of pressure here. Nate trying to hold on. Brett Summers in 3rd. Tyler Thurman trying to close down some more of that distance. Roger Strickland, he's like, look, I'm good. 0.4 of a second in gaining. There is time left here for the 13. But when the 13 gets to the 00, he's going to have to, hopefully he's been saving a little bit here. Because if he gets to Cogdell here, he's gonna have to quickly find a way to get himself around. The longer he spends fighting the inside lane, the more he's going to wear out, and the more that this will be the class of the field. Nate Cogdell came in. He short pitted everybody and is now able to hold off. He also reminds you of that often. Yeah, she has the same experiences. She's such a doll. I love her. 13 laps to go. And all through the top 5, sixth place is a lap down. Cialino in 6th here. Brett Summers up 5. Cialino up 7. Roger Strickland up 1 from the start of the race. He started 6th. 22 3/4 seconds back right now. Just kind of holding on. Nate having to pour it on here. His last lap, 31.19. Mark Beverly, 31.25. 12 laps to go. Going to make it 11 this time by. The NASCAR East Coast Racing League has been green to green here at Texas. And now it's going to be about the finish. Brett Summers, Tyler Thurman have been going at it. Jeremy Talley right there. They went around him. It is funny. 13. Now within striking distance. Kind of makes me wonder if he saved a little bit there. Just tried to save the tires to be able to make the pass here late. Gain where you could and try to make it work. 13 out of the throttle into the corner here. The drive from the 13 will be the most important. Here's what happens. Scott Black in 12th. Inside line for him. He's going to use the 8 as a pick. And is going to make that happen. That was a smart move. 00 to the back bumper of the 13. It's not over yet. Sends him up the track. 00 puts the bumper to the back of the 13. Sends him up the track. Man, a dirty move there. There's still, and not only does that happen, now Mark Beverly has tire wear there. 00 bumps him up and sends him up the racetrack. Now all that ground that he just gained, he passed him cleanly. And now Mark Beverly will fall backwards. And he will do so profusely. Oh, see if he's got anything left for him. 8 laps to go. And you know that the PO teenager in him is coming out right here. Seven laps to go, 0.6 of a second. Nate Cogdell. Brett Summers here in 3rd. He's being passed on the inside, or trying to be passed on the inside. 24, Tyler Thurman's been working the back bumper of that number 7 for a minute. Whoa, 7. Gets a bump. 24 does the same thing. Says, let me go around. Nate Cogdell, 0.3 of a second here. He was about, I don't know what had just happened there. He was 0.7 of a second now. 13. Really gets into the corner there nicely. 00. Trying to make it work. And I don't mean that negatively. Cogdell did a phenomenal job there. It was a smart move. 13 passed him clean, and then the 00 gets into the corner, carries the speed in, gives him a little bitty nudge, gets him free, and the old bump and run out of 3 and 4. That was pretty insane. Nothing wrong with it. There's nothing wrong with the move. I could say it was a dirty move all day long. I think it was a little soon. Because the 13 was able to save it there. And that could have brought out a caution, and that would have changed a lot of things. Joey Allen, 00 right down into the natural line. 4 laps to go, make it 3 this time by. Tyler Thurman In third here, Brett Summers trying to regroup and get right back to him. Mark Beverly trying to close down in that single lane here. And the run from the 13 needs to get to the back bumper. Needs to find his way into the line. Some lap traffic coming. 13 has the better drive off here. 2 laps to go. Everybody's been chasing the 00 for a couple of weeks here. And now the 13 finds a good stretch of real estate here. Gets himself into the corner. Going to have the better drive in. 13 side by side. White flag's going to wave here. And this will be for all the marbles. 13 drives down to the corner. 00 trying to pinch him down here. We've watched this move time and time again. 00 trying to keep it clean. 13 to the bottom side. The race to the finish will be a photo finish. 13, 00. 13 wins it. 00 tried to put a move at the end. Comes home second. Tyler Thurman will finish third over Brett Summers. Mark Beverly had to drive the wheels off of that thing. That made me nervous. Thought Nate was going to have the run on the high side there. And, man, good race. What a finish. 13 comes around. He's going to celebrate. Jared McCauley able to rebound to 9th there. He would have been the driver to beat. But mistakes can be costly when you speed on pit road. There's the 13 of Mark Beverly. He's going to celebrate. Here's your race results. Shane Shepard was out there running the numbers for everybody. Raj in the 67. 17th. Cadmore 16th. Tyler Beverly in 15th. Mike Kinsley in 14th. Pat Baldwin in 13th. Joey Allen finishes 12th. Scott Black, Nick Lawrence, Jared McCauley in 9th. There is Haas Beverly, Tally, Cialino. Roger Strickland finishes inside the top 5. Good old Roger. Good to see him out there. Brett Summers in the number 7 comes home 4th. Tyler Thurman has a podium today. Nate Cogdell and Mark Beverly. That was a good race. It was a very good race. Pretty happy about that one. Green to green, Texas. All right. You know, I haven't even been inside the broadcast booth the entire time in Discord. I need to make sure I do that. He blew his engine. Oh, let's see. Waiting for the race leader to jump up in the race winner to jump up into the booth. And the booth waiting here. Try to do things in order. At least that's my attempt. Well, I guess we'll talk to... there he is. Mark Beverly's going to be your race winner here. Mark, you had to pull out all the stops. You got a bump and run out of 4 that almost upset the entire end of your race. But you're able to capitalize. You come around, pass them clean for the second time. Side by side for the at the end there. Man, it's a good race, green to green.
Yeah, that was a lot of fun racing Nate there at the end. Yeah, he got into me a little bit when I passed him the first time and slid my tires. I thought it didn't have enough speed after that to catch him, but had just enough laps to get back around him. So, but that was a lot of fun battling with him. Hate to see whatever happened to Jared there. I don't know if he got a speeding penalty or whatnot, but he was definitely the truck to beat.
Yeah, that was according to the SDK relative. It was telling me that he had a speeding penalty. So, which is unfortunate. I mean, we're talking 45. Basically, in order to meet pit road speed, you need to get down to 45 and then be at 50 going down. Going down. What is it like to drop out of 4 at 170 plus miles an hour and have to slow down to meet that threshold?
Oh, there's definitely a lot of things going through your head just because you don't want to slide the tires and you don't want to be speeding. Get that green flag penalty is, as you saw, costly. So it's definitely nerve wracking just making sure you can slow it down in time. So usually on practice, I get a little mark on the track so I know when I can start slowing down. But
Hey, I understand. Texas was good to you. Charlotte was starting to be good to you last week, but Texas kind of became your track today. You were really fast during practice, and of course, having that pole position kind of makes all the difference as well. Um, Field strategy races are my favorite, and we got to see that today. Mark, congrats on the race win here. Another one here for the NECRL. Give your shout outs, man. It's your time.
yeah, shout out to the wife for letting me race. My brother and dad racing with them. Nate, Brett Summers are all good guys down there. John Salino as well. We all kind of race together in here. Thanks to Nick and Scott, Pat, Shane putting on this league, and thanks to you for putting on this great show for us. So appreciate it.
Always, we do our best. We try to have some fun, and we make it work, my man.
Absolutely.
Mark, hey, you're going to be at where are you guys at this week? Friday. You're going to be racing again. You're going to try to take it
Yeah,
a twofer.
I'm gonna try Bristol. It's gonna be a little wild, I'm sure, but Bristol's one of my favorite tracks, so I'm gonna see what I can do.
Yeah, Bristol's going to be a ton of fun. All right, Mark. Well, congratulations once again. I'll see you this week.
All right, we'll see you. Thanks.
Yeah, Mark Beverly's going to be your race winner there. Let's talk to the guy who gave the best bump and run I've seen of the ages. That was insane. That was insane. Nate Cockdale finishes in second. Nate, my man, everybody said, you know what? Nate's the guy to beat. Nate's the and you prove it time and time again. Jared had a pretty fast truck today. A top 3 night looked in your favor anyway. Pit strategy came into play. Talk us about that turn 4 bump. It was epic. I said it was a dirty move, but it was the right kind of dirty move. Does that make sense?
Man, I was not trying to get into Mark there.
I was unsure.
I was really trying to do a crossover and get below him, and I didn't get slowed up enough to hit my line. I drove in a little bit too deep and got into him. Yeah, I really did not mean to do that, but he saved his stuff better than I could, and there at the last lap, he got me at the end.
I tell you what, man. If that was an accidental bump and run, that was one of the best bump and runs I've ever seen. If it was 5 laps to go, you win. You know what I mean?
Hey, kudos to him to hang on to that because this track is slick. I mean, it's like driving on ice.
Especially at a turn 4, it seemed like that was where the issue, especially after about 18, 20 laps on your tires. You lift into one, and you can drive around. You basically use the turn to hook you to the backstretch. But 3 and 4, we were watching drivers full throttle all the way up until about 25 laps on their tires before they start really lifting out of the corner, especially up front. And it seemed like turn 4, where it starts to crest that hill and then get into that flat area, that's when it started shaking people loose.
But honestly, mine was all the way through the corner, the 3 and 4, but especially on 4 exit. Yeah, it was very hard to hold on to.
Yeah, these trucks are a ton of fun to drive, especially at Texas. Nate, congrats! Another podium finish for you at P2. Man, it's gonna be great to see. You racing any more this week? Tell people where they can find you and give shout outs.
Yeah, we should be doing one tomorrow night, Southeast Coast Series. We got a race at Darlington, starts at 8 o'clock, and want to say thanks to my boy, man. He always comes down here with me. Thanks to my mom and dad. I know they're watching. One of my dad's buddies, Bucky, he's watching in, tuning in tonight. So we got all them, and if y'all enjoy my paint scheme on my truck, come check out Sonic Racing Chassis and get one of your own.
There it is. You need to get your boy in there so that we can give you shout outs, man. That needs to happen one of these days. You know what I mean?
Hey.
Hey, what's up, buddy?
There he is.
Oh, good stuff. Good stuff. Nate, congrats once again. And green to green run here at Texas. We'll see you next week, my man.
All right, thanks, man.
Absolutely. Nate Cogdell comes in second, the 00. One of the drivers that classed the field. Absolutely awesome. But the guy that I was impressed with, the number 24, Tyler Thurmond. Ty, my man.
How are you, man?
You really went through that field, and I think another green flag pit stop. If this was 130 laps, I think you win this race.
Yeah, I kind of got stuck back there in sixth for about the first 3/4 of the race, and then finally got a good pit stop. I didn't have a real good qualifying lap. Got loose coming off of turn 4, but yeah, really proud of my effort tonight. Couldn't really ask for much better. Me and Brett had a really good race. Mark and Nathan looked like they had a good one up there too.
You guys were bumper to nose to bumper for quite a while, and then no sooner than Nate gives a bumper run to Mark, you kind of got one yourself. I have to ask if it was accidental, like Nate was.
No, Brett kind of got loose. So he went down low to cut the air off my nose, and then he kind of, I don't know if he hit the apron or not, but he got loose going on the bottom in turn 4, and I went around him on the outside, and it looked like he lost his tires there. It's really hard to pass here. It's kind of like Charlotte last week. You just come out where you come out. Once you get spread out, you just kind of ride it out. But you pray that there's not a caution. You got to make the most effort of those pit stops.
And that's exactly what happened today. 4 green flag pit stops, green to green run. Made Texas pretty nice. Hometown track for you too. Finished third.
Yeah, not too bad. My home track's actually Georgia. It's Dallas, Georgia.
Oh, sweet.
But yeah, not a bad night. Really proud of my effort tonight. You never know what Texas is going to hold. We just got to learn how to get Nathan off his little win streak here. He's been hot for the past 4 or 5 weeks now, so.
Maybe we got to learn how to bump and run Nate early.
Yeah.
All right, we'll give you shout outs out there, my man. Congrats on a P3 finish here, and look forward to seeing you guys next week.
Yeah, man. Thanks to Buc-ee's for putting sponsor on the truck. Thanks to my girlfriend Chelsea, my dad, my buddy George, my buddy Ricky. Thanks you guys for watching, and take it on to Nashville next week.
Nashville's going to be fun. Nashville is a great track, especially for the trucks. It's one of those concrete tracks that I'm glad that they brought to the iRacing platform and to NASCAR.
Yeah, a lot of speed, and gotta learn how to really back up your corners and save your tires there. The wall in turn 4 jump out and get you every now and then, but yeah, gonna be a good one next week.
It's definitely a driver's track. Congrats, Ty, and we'll see you next week, my man.
Yes, sir. Thank you.
Absolutely. Tyler Thurman finishes in third, and that is the way the cookie crumbles. Tomorrow night, Winston's Throwback Series. Thursday, Wheels America Cup Series coming back at you again. That will be the season opener. The Daytona 250, brought to you by Wheels America, will be Thursday. Friday, we're going to be back with the Asphalt Outlaws Racing Series. Saturday being our Cup Series. Sunday, we do have a race in the afternoon, but it is Super Bowl Sunday as well. So we'll have the Outlaws iRacing Series. The Outcast iRacing Series, Outcast Racing League, on Sunday afternoon at 3 o'clock, 3:30 my time, so about 4:30 in the afternoon. So we'll take care of that. And then following week, we're going to be 7 days a week. Ivy Rail's coming back to us with the HMG Innovations Truck Series. We're going to be doing 3 truck series, and it's going to be 4 trucks. 1, 2, 3, 4 truck series. It's going to be a ton of fun. Yeah, I'm excited. It's going to be fun. It's a blast. Crazy. Much love to everybody out there. Thank you for doing what you do. Make sure you give us a like and follow on all the platforms, Facebook, Twitch, YouTube. And check out my personal gaming streams on Twitch when I go live over there. I'm playing some Warzone. Kind of getting burnt out on Warzone. So I'm looking at other games that I've been neglecting. Need to get back in and do my daily streams during the day while we have some downtime before the start of wedding season over here. It's going to be a ton of fun. Thank you, everybody. Hopefully you have a wonderful, wonderful night. And I love and appreciate everybody out there. Make sure that you go and hug your mom or call your mom, call your dad, hug your dad, hug your kids, call your kids, do your thing. Much love. Appreciate you. We're going to see you again tomorrow night.